Yeah, Marcel, you got 3 starts down now. Just how have you seen your game progress over the last 3 weeks, and how the offense has come along with you being the guy back there?
Yeah, just adjusting to the speed of the game. It gets different every team we play. We get different coverages, different blitzes, stuff like that. So, everybody has to adapt. But, me being this being my 3rd start, it's definitely been a fast-paced change for me. But I'm getting the hang of things, and my teammates trust me. So, we're getting wins, and that's all we can ask for.
We'll go front row on the right side to Brent.
Marcel, is there anything in particular you do to kind of work on the deep ball, during the week in terms of, ideally kind of improving those numbers as you go?
Yeah, I try my best to work on the deep ball and, put them in the right place for, certain receivers. A lot of receivers track balls differently, and then a lot of people want the ball in different places just by size or speed, stuff like that. And then, a lot of people don't really know. Things change in the game, when you get pressure, you got something in your face, you got to move around, stuff like that. The ball's not always going to be perfect. So, I try my best to put it in a place where they can get the ball, but it's something I got to work on for sure.
What is your relationship with some of these more veteran quarterbacks, a guy like Connor, Blake Bose, on down the line, who kind of help you along the way as well as you go?
Yeah, relationship's really good. We have a great QB room. Everybody gets along just well, and we know it's friendly competition. Coach Elko and Coach Klein both preach that. And, just going into practice, we're competing, but we're also working for each other, helping each other out each and every day.
We'll go 3rd row on the left side on the aisle.
Marcel, obviously, with Connor being game time decision each week, and obviously the mental preparation for you from your 1st start to your 3rd start, can you talk a little bit about your mental process over the week as you get ready for the game?
Yeah, it doesn't really change for me. As a player, since my freshman year, I've always been practice to prepare. So if my name's called, I'm going to be ready to go. If it's Connor, then he's going to be ready to go. And I say that for the entire room. We practice hard and we meet very well, go over stuff that we need to go over. And it's all important to us. We all know what may happen, what could happen. So everybody's going to be ready. But me in particularly, I'm always ready when my name's called. And it's been called these last 3 weeks, so I've played.
We'll go 2nd row on the right side to Carter and then Travis.
Marcel, we've seen Noah Thomas emerge the last couple of weeks. What's kind of allowed him to do that, and how impressed were you by his performance?
Yeah, obviously we didn't get him the ball that much in these first few weeks. These teams game plan for him. It's Noah Thomas. He's a pretty good athlete, can run routes well, and has great hands, great size. So these teams prepare really well for him. So it's been hard to get the ball to him, but it's been great for these past 2 weeks trying to get it to him, just get him some yards. And we finally got him a touchdown again this last game, which made me feel good, obviously. But, yeah, all these receivers are great, and we have a lot of weapons. But like I said, these teams prepare really well for number 3.
Going back to the deep ball, we saw you hit the one to Cyrus Allen against Florida and Theo against Bowling Green, but there have been times where you haven't hit them. Has there been anything you've seen that when you hit them versus when you don't hit them, there's maybe a reason why?
There's a lot of reasons that play into me not making the throw, and then there's just some where I got to make. There's been a lot this season where I've had to move around a couple of times and try to get the ball off, and then there's been some where it's been all on me, where the throw is just not being made, and like I said, that's something I just got to improve on.
We'll go front row on the right side to Travis and then Brent.
Yeah, after last season, I know stereotypically in today's football, you think with Connor a year ahead of you, you might look to transfer. Was there any thoughts about that ever, and what decided to ultimately make you be a part of this program again?
I really myself never had an intention to transfer anywhere. I was a redshirt last year, so coming into this year, I still had 4 years of eligibility, so there was no really a reason for me to go. And then, just solidifying me being here is hearing Coach Klein was hired, and then I knew a lot about Coach Elko too, for him being here previously. And then I saw what he did at Duke as well. So, I was very optimistic about what was going to happen at A&M, and I just stuck to it.
What are some of your favorite aspects of Colin Klein's offense?
Just the way we can spread it out and also bring it back in. We can put 4 receivers out there. We can put 2 tight ends, 2 receivers out there. We can put 2 backs in. And we can run the ball. We can throw the ball. We can do everything with Coach Klein, RPOs, nakeds, all that stuff. So, I mean, I just like the wide variety and the spacing that he can create and just the concepts and creativity he has in his offense.
We'll stay on that front row to Brent and then Alex.
Now, I've heard you could be playing Division I basketball somewhere if you wanted to. So where would that be if you had chosen that route?
I mean, I have no idea where it would be. I kind of slowed down my recruiting probably my sophomore year just because I knew I was going to play football.
You didn't have a dream hoop school, basketball school?
I don't know if I had a dream school. I mean, Duke, one of those blue chip schools, obviously Kentucky, stuff like that. But I never had a dream. Actually, I lied. Louisville. I'm not gonna lie. Louisville. Okay. I used to be a Louisville fan. Patino. Yeah, I used to be a Louisville fan. But yeah, like I said, I cut my recruitment down a little bit when I was a sophomore because I knew I wanted to play football. My whole family did it, so I stuck to it.
Yeah, that was my next question. What was it about when you're playing football and basketball? What starts separating football from basketball when you're about a sophomore? Or so?
It was really just, having summer workouts and stuff like that. I wasn't always able to make basketball tournaments or baseball tournaments because I played baseball as well. I started since my freshman year in high school, so I had to be at those summer workouts with my team, just as a leader and the quarterback. So making that decision was pretty hard for me, but it took away time from basketball. And I think I got my first offer the end of my freshman year, and after that started tallying up, and then me and my dad was like, we got Alabama. I was like, okay, yeah, we're playing football. So after Alabama, it kind of blew up. So after that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. Yep, for sure.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex and then Anthony.
Yeah, you guys kind of struggled to move the ball in the second and third quarter against Arkansas. As you've gone back and watched the tape and been able to talk with Coach Klein and others, what are some of the things y'all are hoping to clean up or improve on to find some consistency throughout the game?
Yeah, we really just hit a dry spell in that area, and it came down to playing hard. Obviously, didn't get much push up front, and then we really couldn't get really any schemes going that were working for us. And then, we were just kind of getting on and off the field really quickly. But I think something that would probably help us in that situation if we came up against it again is just, getting in a rhythm, moving the ball, step by step. Those first downs and second downs are critical, so you don't get in second and long or third and long. But, yeah, we're practicing this week. We're going to definitely do a better job of that coming up.
We'll go third row on the left side to Anthony.
Marcel, obviously repetition creates comfortability, and obviously in practice in the games, has there been a moment over the last 3 weeks where you felt like, okay, this is kind of clicking for me a little bit and I'm feeling it?
Yeah, for sure. Practice, I try my best to, make the right reads and know where my eyes are going to be, simulate it being a game. Coach Klein talks about that all the time, just visualization, making everything seem like a game. And I think me, as well as the rest of the team, even the scout team, do a really good job of trying to give us a great look throughout the weeks and helping us prepare for the games ahead.
We'll stay on that third row to Luke.
Marcel, especially as you were kind of taking on that starting quarterback role, how big has the backfield been with Le'Veon and Amari and EJ and their importance to the offense and kind of the new dimension they bring to that?
Yeah, it's amazing. When you got an O-line like that and a running back group like that to be behind, it's awesome. It spreads the defense out, and it helps you come up with different things to do to throw them off. You can run a screen, you can do a regular inside zone, outside zone, play action, and then, getting the ball to them on a check down is even good. You get the ball to them in space, and they can make things happen. So it's great having them, and Trooper Taylor's doing a great job with that running back room.
We'll go second row on the right side to Carter and then Morgan.
Marcel, how much do you enjoy just watching Le'Veon run the football, run guys over, and break tackles?
I love it. It's awesome. I remember back in the Florida game, there was one run where he was just behind everybody, and then he just spun off. I was like, I don't even know how that happened, but it's amazing watching him run. He does a lot of great things. It's hard for people to tackle that guy. I want to be one of the people in front of him when he's running 20 miles per hour. So it's great watching that guy do what he does. And like he said in his interview, he just balls. That's what he is. He's a baller, so it's great watching him.
Colin Klein, I want to ask you about him. Just it seems like you guys have had a lot of success starting games and even start of the third quarter. Just how effective are his scripts where you guys know what you're doing, the full drive, and just how great are his adjustments coming out of halftime?
Yeah, I mean, it's really great. I mean, we do a good job together just going over what the game plan is and what we're going to do to start off, how we're going to attack them. And I think that's really good for a quarterback and his OC to have that relationship, just being able to sit down with each other, go over what we like and what we don't like. And, I mean, it helps a lot. I mean, when you get in that first drive, yeah, you got to have that trust between each other, you know, having those first few plays to get everything going. It's awesome. You know, we hit the ground running in these games early, and it's really just about consistency and keeping it going throughout the quarters.
We'll go back behind the lights to TV row on the left side to Morgan.
Yeah, what do you know about Missouri defensively, and what kind of challenges will they present?
I know that they're a top 10 ranked team, or top 10 team defensively, top 5 in total defense. So, I mean, it's going to be a good preparation for us, and we're going to attack them just how we attacked any other team, you know, going over what coverages they're going to do, their top coverages, top blitzes, stuff like that, and finding ways to, you know, fill those voids and attack them in a way that they don't like. But, you know, they're going to be a tough team. Obviously, they've proven themselves last year, and but they're coming to Kyle Field, so we're going to give them some.
All right, that's all we have. Thank you, Marcel.
All right, thank y'all.